Hello everyone, Ron here today. I have a little surprise here. I had the Zino 2 just arrived from China today. It was delivered by the U.S. mail. It was on FedEx most of its journey, and it was given to the post office here at the local post office in Margate, New Jersey here this morning. And delivered at approximately 12 o'clock noon today. This is like kind of the longest pre-order in the history of pre-orders. It was pre-ordered on December 17th, 2019, and arrived today on March 13th, Friday the 13th, no less, 2020. And I know, a lot of people are going to say the coronavirus, but it was already delayed before the coronavirus outbreak was first reported. So that could have been a delay on the second leg, but had nothing to do with the initial delay of the drone. So, but anyhow, it's finally here, and it's a promise of being kind of the first kind of pro level, affordable consumer drone in this class. I mean, we've had the DJI Mavic Pros and so on like that kind of out of reach to a lot of people, who aren't pros or, hobby enthusiasts, as you want to say. But this is, a very affordable and offers a lot of the features that the higher end drones like the Mavic series and the Evos and so on have in their drones at a much more affordable price. So, I'm sure you've already seen a couple reviews and unboxings and first looks at the Zino 2. So I'm going to make this a quick one here. Just going to do a quick unboxing, kind of tack this on to maybe the first flight video or anybody that wants to kind of, see something like this. But okay, so let's get into it. The box, it came inside of a cardboard box, a Hubsan branded cardboard box, which I don't have sitting here, but you don't need to see a cardboard box. But it has a shrink wrap on it, which is kind of unusual, but kind of neat also. And it has, of course, the picture, saying Hubsan 2, the new drone. And on the box here, it has a icon of the app here. The Hubsan 2 has its own app. It's not part of the X-Hubsan app that ran the Zino 1 along with other Hubsan drones that had the Wi-Fi FPV system, and it has a QR code to scan for the app, and it's telling you here download the X-Hubsan app by scanning the code or finding it in the Apple iOS or the Google Play Store. So it's good. It's on both platforms. On the back we have kind of the same, we have a bigger picture here and saying Zino 2. This is probably the front of the box. Actually, probably what I showed you before was the back, and just the generic Hubsan logo there, and then the usual warning, mumbo jumbo on the bottom of the box there, the serial number there. So, okay, it looks like we open it right here. So we'll pull that tab down and we'll lift this up. It has that little carrying handle in if you want to carry it in the box. So we're going to lift it up like that. And then, I don't know what happens here. Let's see here. Oh, it does have a little tape on the side of the box, which I did not see. So hold on there. I will edit this video out as I get my box cutter. All right, we're back with a box cutter, so we're going to cut that piece of tape right here, and probably one on the other side too. So we'll cut that. All righty, close the knife for safety. So we're going to set the box down like that. Now we're going to lift it up, and there's your components. There's your drone. This is clearly marked remote controller, spare parts, and this is probably just an empty piece there holding the front of the drone. So let's remove the remote controller first. There's the controller in its own like little box, and even like little holes to protect the sticks there. Here's our spare parts box, and here's this empty filler box. And here's the drone itself, the Zino 2, which I can feel already is much heavier than the Zino 1 drone. Has good weight to it. All right, here's just a cardboard piece to protect the drone in. in transit here. It looks like it's very well packed, and you know, a very good job, kind of Apple-esque in design. Again, this piece here, we'll put that kind of back in the box for now, and we'll actually take this piece of protective thing off the Zino 2 there. So we have the drone here, and it has these little cardboard things to protect the propellers. And it comes with the propellers already on. I think the Zino 1 came with the propellers on. I don't really remember. The arms feel like they fold out, very similar to the Zino 1. So they're all unfolded. The props seem very similar to the Zino 1. Batteries in place here. The gimbal guard seemed like it was a little bit loose on there. Maybe it shifted away and shouldn't it there. So yeah, let me take the gimbal guard off for you there. There's the gimbal guard. Seemed to come off easy. I just snapped it back in place again. There's the gimbal, and if you can see that, there's some rubber mounting pieces there. This thing is just like I think for looks, it's not an optical avoidance system, even though it looks like one. And you know, here's the top here. Here's an air vent here, a raised air vent. There's your optical flow sensors and whatnot in the bottom there. Which we had David from Kluge on the other night on Zino Nation, and by his video, it didn't look like the optical sensors were doing much for him, but we're going to find a little bit more in our own testing here. So here's how you remove the battery, I think. Here's some releases here. Yep, there's the battery. And of course the drone is half the weight, it seems, without the battery on it. The battery is got like a number on the side there. It's a 300 milliamp, 15.2 volt battery. It's a LiPo. So there's the battery. And let's get into the, here's the controller here. It's got the antennas here. And this is different from the Zino 1 controller in that it has a LCD panel on it, which the first one didn't. And it has some buttons here, so on, off, return to home, and this looks like kind of a function button there. I know the sticks are, you can unscrew them and pack them away just like you can on a DJI Mavic series drone. See if I can get it back in there now. And you know, just like the Zino 1, here's the phone holder. There's the micro USB port to put the cable in. And here's the start and stop video button. Here's the camera button. Here's the gimbal wheel here. And here's another function button. I wish they would add an exposure compensation wheel on here too, but oh well. They didn't add that yet, so I guess hopefully that'll be in, rather than the function button. I'd rather see the exposure compensation wheel, but it is what it is. We'll put the remote down here. See if we get anything else in this box here. Here's the instruction booklet. And down below here we have all the charging components here. There's the charging brick itself, which you remember the original Hubsan Zino 1 had kind of a toy grade charging thing, not very dissimilar to the Hubsan 501 series, where this has a more professional looking charger like you would get with the DJI drone. And here's like some kind of adapter here. You put that on the end of your battery and then plug this in here. So that's obviously the charging components. Let's put that down over here. That's it in that box. So let's see what comes in the spare props now. I mean the spare parts. I mean, maybe we do get spare props in the spare parts box. So let's see here. We have a you know, your little connectors for various types of drones. We have a micro USB here, and then the other one is a that's micro USB. The micro USB. This is USB-C to micro USB. Here's a little screwdriver that you get in with it. Here is a micro USB charging, probably for the controller. And here is the one most people need. Well, I shouldn't say most people. A lot of people in the drone community need the lightning to a micro USB cable. And here is a looks like a full set of extra props, and nothing on the bottom. So okay, so that's everything that came in the box. So all the essentials are here. This is not a Flymore kit. It did not come with a bag or extra batteries. So this is what we got for right now. You know, we supposedly get a pretty good flight time on this, so hopefully one battery will be able to get the job done in most cases. I mean, I think here's an indicator. Let's see. Looks like the battery came with a little bit of a charge on it, so it may not take forever to get this charged up and get out for your first flight. So that's going to end this unboxing portion here. Again, if you want to see like a really full in-depth unboxing of the Zino 2, go over to Parks and Techs. That's Josh's channel. He has a really in-depth one here. This is just kind of a mini one just to tackle on maybe my first flight video. So okay, that's it for this portion of the video, and we'll see you in the next part of this video. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, Ron here today with the drone you guys have all been waiting for, the much talked about Hubsan Zino 2, you know, advanced class drone. This is your father's Zino. This is a new step above and beyond into advanced features, professional level drone. So we're going to attempt our first flight here. The drone just arrived today. I mean, today is Friday the 13th, but it's also Zino 2 day also. So, but unfortunately, we're dealing with a lot of high winds here down at the short day. It's a beautiful day. It's like 70 out here, but the winds is really ripping. So, unfortunately, the first test is going to be the wind test, and you know, we're going to keep it probably, you know, kind of close because we don't want it blowing away in the wind. You know, it should be good in the wind, but we don't know. So, you know, we're going to have to figure out a couple things, like, you know, maybe how to get in sports mode and all that stuff or whatever. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you is the controller here for the Hubsan Zino 2 drone, new generation of drones here. Okay, see, notice it doesn't have any sticks on it because it's just like the DJI Mavic drones where you can take the sticks off for safe storage, so they don't get messed up when you're, you know, moving the drone around in transit. And right under here is where they store the sticks. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get them out of here. They fit in there pretty good, so they're not going to get lost. So we put them in the thing there and tighten them up pretty good. And the other one, I don't know if you can see it on the camera here because this thing's in the way, but they're right down here. And they tuck in really good. It's this gray rubber thing in there. So we're gonna get that tucked in real good there, or screwed in real good. So we got them in tight now. There's your cable. I have an iPhone, so it's a lightning to micro USB, and here's where your phone's going to go. And you got your antennas here. And here's your on/off button. You return to home, and here's like your sports mode, your mode buttons here. I don't know what the other modes are besides sports mode. Maybe they have a what do you call it? You know. Video mode in it, you know, where it slows it down, makes it real smooth. Hopefully, we don't know yet. We got our buttons back here. We got our stop-start video, take a picture. We got our gimbal wheel, and then we got a special function button here. So we're going to test all that out soon. Then we have the drone itself here with the foldable legs here, foldable arms. Get it all folded out there. So we got to fold it out. Here's the battery here. It's got a, you can push the button once and it'll give you the level of your battery there. You want to make sure the battery's insecure. It's got 2 switches on either side there. There's your downward facing sensors. There's your back landing legs, and of course your landing legs up front there. Here's your gimbal guard. Just take your thumb, just push it up from the bottom and pull it out. There's your 3-axis gimbal with your 4K 60 frames 1.5 inch sensor on this bad boy here. So I'm gonna put this gimbal over here, and you know, there's the top of it. Looks very similar to the Hubsan one, except it has a raised platform here in the back with an air vent on it. And yeah, that's about it. This is black piece over here. Looks like it's an optical avoidance sensor. Supposedly it's just a piece of black plastic. It doesn't actually avoid anything, but we'll see along the way here. So what else do we have here? Okay. We also brought the Paradenofi ND filters here along. Chris QC guy recommended these. That they fit really well on the the Zino 2 lens, because there's been some lens flare issues and some overexposure issues. So these things should really help out. We're going to test that out today too. So stay tuned. Now, I know everybody's going to be, very anxious to get their Zino 2 up in the air as soon as they get it and get batteries charged. But my advice would be to use the included screwdriver and make sure that the screws are all tight on the drone before you take it out for that first flight. You remember Marcus Crawford's issue with his Fimi X8 when the first time he flew it, the prop came off, and he had a small crash because of a prop that probably wasn't screwed in, tightened down like it should have been. So you got your your propellers with two screws on each one, so that's 8 screws you should tighten. And you should also check the ones on the body too. You have a couple here. There's I'm just looking, I see 2, 4, there's 4 obvious ones. There's that you should probably check to make sure they're tightened down here. I'm still looking here, but if I see any others, but I definitely would hit the props and probably check those ones on the body too, just to make sure they're tightened all the way down. You can never be too safe on these jobs here. So just a little safety tip here. Okay, enjoy enjoy your first flight. All right, now we're gonna, get the drone started up and the, bind it to the controller and all the things you need to do in preparation. Before I even came out here, I took the screwdriver that came with the Zino 2. I tightened up all the props, and any screw that I could see on the body of the drone was tightened. Everything seemed to be pretty tight, but there were a couple screws that weren't, I'm gonna say, as tight as I would like them, or not over tightened, but just to get really, just to get a couple may have to give a good little like 1/8 of a turn to get them like nice and stuck. So that's taken care of. We've made sure the battery is securely in the chassis there, so it will not fall out during flight on us. So I think we're all good. So to start the drone up, on the bottom you want to there's the button there, the same button that you use to check the battery status. What you do is you give it a short press and then a long press and hold, and it's coming on. So we're going to put the drone back down again, so because we're probably first time flight, we're going to probably have to do a compass calibration. I've already done the gimbal calibration at the house on a flat surface, but now I'm going to start the controller up. The same thing, we gave it a short press and a long press, and this has an LCD on, which I know you're not going to be able to see out here in the sunlight, but said short press, long press, and wait for it to warm up. And I'm not sure what the procedure is, but I'm going to wait until this starts up and binds with the quad before I plug it into the phone there, the phone app. Okay, it's started up here, and I think it's bound up to the drone because I can see 14 satellites already, so 14 satellites is excellent. So now we're going to plug it in with the lightning connection to the iPhone 11 Pro. And we have the Hubsan 2 app open. We get the trust button here, so we have to enter our super secret password. That's your phone's password, and then we're in the app. This only flies with Zino 2, so you don't have to choose different drones like you do with the Hubsan X Play app. So hit enter, and I've already, you know, signed into the app and everything, so it knows it's me. Okay, choose your next step. So we're going to hit the enter main interface. There, I know you probably can't see all this light, but and I forgot to do screen recording, but we'll do that more later on, because this is just basically an initial flight here to see how she does, you know, how she handles, what kind of video we're getting. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We'll get more of all that other stuff later on. So it says ready to fly here, but I'm going to go into the settings here, and the camera settings here, the actual drone settings here, and let's see here, aircraft. Okay, we want to do compass calibration. So okay, let's see here. All right, our calibration is complete, and the system is initializing, and we did the firmware updates today. I'll put the numbers in the you know, and down below what the actual numbers of the firmware was, but I updated the firmware for the drone and the controller also. All right, so let's see, now we've got the compass done, horizontal calibration. I don't know what that is really, but let's try that. Horizontal. I can't speak here today. So it's doing it now. System initializing. Okay, it says it's done now. It's ready to fly. And okay, GPS accuracy test. Start GPS accuracy test. So we're going to do that. Next step. Oh, we got good GPS accuracy, so that's good. This is very similar to the Zino 1, if you people have the Zino 1 out there. All right, so that's basically it on this screen here. We set the return home altitude for 40 meters, so that's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, let's bump it up to, we got it up to, well, let's not go too high there because of the wind. Okay. Let's see here. Controls. Looks like we have everything taken care of there. And we're in the FPV settings. Everything's taken care of there. We've already done the. We've already calibrated the gyro, I think. Oh, we gimbal. Yeah, we've already calibrated the gimbal. Batteries look good. You can set the low battery return to home. That's good. I'm all full with that now. And I think we're good here. I'm looking for that thing in the old Zino 1 where you used to have to bind to aircraft here, but I don't see that here. Yeah, I don't see that whole binding the aircraft thing. So, okay. I think we've got everything set. We've got 16 satellites. See this button here. Yeah, we got 3 different modes here. F, N, and S. I'm not sure what they all are here. I'm sure S is sport mode, but I don't know what F is and N is, but we'll find out here. And we're going to shoot in 4K 30. I got everything on kind of automatic here right now, but you know, we'll definitely play with a few settings if we can get much of play here again with this wind. So let's take off here. We'll try maybe sport mode here.
All right, again, it's really windy here. I think I'm wind gusting like up to 25 miles per hour. So you can see it holding steady there, even with this this wind. I mean, see a gust hazard right now. But she definitely, the Zino 1 wouldn't be doing that. So let's go for a little flight here. I'm going to stop the video.